It's been so much fun to be back.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's the audio? If the audio's good, we could start right away. Can you guys hear me? Just let me know in the comments if the audio is good. It's good. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? New York, Cleveland, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, man. I'm sorry for my hairline too, dude. It's gonna be absolutely awful. Yeah, man. The way the Knicks were playing, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, man. I mean, the offense just looks so stagnant. I remember there would be times with Carmelo would just like get the ball at the top of the key, and then once he gets the ball, the offense just freezes. It's awful. It's awful. They have to find something new. It's that triangle offense isn't working in the modern day, man. Chicago. You know what the crazy thing is? Chicago's actually playing right now, and I'm actually not even watching the game, and I really wanted to watch it. Warriors with Kevin Durant. Spurs versus Warriors. I don't know. The thing about it, like these live streams, is I don't know what I want to, like, I don't know what the focus should be on in terms of these live streams. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any ideas, because I'm new to this kind of thing. So if you guys have any ideas in terms of what I should be live streaming, like what I should be talking about, just let me know. Yeah, I mean, obviously the NBA, but like, should it be like podcast style, or should it be like, I don't know, man. Spurs versus, yeah, the Spurs absolutely annihilated Stephen Curry. I think Jennings could be impatient and rush offense, especially on screens and incident. But yeah, Brandon Jennings, he's really good energy guy. He's like Derek Williams. He's a really good energy guy. What do you think Westbrook will do? Should they lose the playoffs this year? I think Russell Westbrook's gonna have like a really good season in terms of stats, but I highly doubt that the Oklahoma City Thunder are gonna make the playoffs. I mean, the chances of them making the playoffs with Memphis, with Golden State, you have Los Angeles Clippers, you have Portland. I highly doubt it's gonna happen. To be honest, Knicks need one more piece on that bench. I definitely agree. The thing is, offensively, the Knicks are solid. I mean, they're better on the defensive end, but offensively, they're really gonna struggle. Like, even though they have Melo and Derrick Rose that can do a whole bunch of the scoring, and Porzingis, just the offense, it just gets so stagnant, and it's awful. Like Carmelo Anthony, once he gets the ball, offense freezes around him. The same thing with Porzingis. The same thing with Derrick Rose. There's just no movement, and it's awful to watch, man. Bring Lee off the bench. The thing about that is, with Courtney Lee coming off the bench, that's going to make the Knicks weaker in terms of defense in their starting lineup. And Courtney Lee's a really good perimeter defender. So to be honest, we kind of need him. Are you guys watching the games right now? I know Chicago's playing right now. I know it's going to be an elite game. The Knicks started to play good. The bench just killed them. Yeah, I don't. I guess I can agree with that. Hey, what's up, JJ? Hey, JJ, I saw you comment on that mixtape videos. Their new video. I saw your top 10 list. I don't know if I agree with that. I think you put LeBron at number 3. I think LeBron is number 1. I think LeBron's better than Kareem, to be honest. I think I think LeBron is the best player in NBA history. I mean, I don't think there's anyone that could touch LeBron in terms of being the best. What kind of top 10 do you want to see? Like a top 10 NBA players ever? I've done that before. MJ. So you guys think that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron? Wade making three threes in the first half. The thing with D Wade is like D Wade is he'll have an amazing shooting night, and then out of nowhere it's like he's never had a jump shot ever. Still saying LeBron the GOAT, MJ the GOAT. No, LeBron is the GOAT, to be honest. I'm tied between Kobe and LeBron. I mean, if you really think about it, LeBron, he does everything on the floor. There has never been a player that can do everything on the floor like LeBron. I mean, if you look at Magic Johnson, he was a passer, he was a defender, but he didn't have the scoring ability that LeBron does. He didn't have the athleticism, the versatility that LeBron did. And then when you talk about Larry Bird, he had the scoring, he had the passing, he had the defense, but Larry Bird didn't last too long in the NBA because of the back injury. He only played like 11 seasons. LeBron probably already is the GOAT, but he doesn't have the accomplishments yet. I mean, if you consider what LeBron has done, like 3 NBA championships, coming back from 3-1 deficit, he has 4 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs. He has the most triple doubles in NBA Finals history. By the time he finishes, he's going to be top 10 in scoring, rebounding, and assists. I mean, you just name it, and he does it. You know what I mean? So to me, he's the best. There's no way in hell Oscar Robertson is better than LeBron. You gotta hold this L. There's no way in hell Oscar Robertson is better than LeBron. The thing, to me, the only player that even like, when you look at it from like a logistical standpoint, the only player that comes close to being as good as LeBron is, you guys are gonna get really mad when I say this, but it's Larry Bird, because if you look at someone that can impact the game on all levels, the only player I can think of that can impact the game in as many levels as LeBron is Larry Bird. I mean, you talk about the defense, you talk about the passing, the scoring, the athleticism, the IQ. Larry Bird had all of that. And it's just really sad because Larry Bird is so underrated. No one mentions him when they talk about the top 5 players ever. Usually they just talk about Kareem, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, and Tim Duncan. But, Larry Bird, man, if you really think about it. I mean, Magic, don't get me wrong, Magic is great. But, again, he didn't have the athleticism. He didn't have the scoring ability. He didn't have the versatility. You know what I'm saying? I think Magic was so good because he was ahead of his time. He was way ahead of his time. Larry's overall does compare to LeBron. No one appreciates Bird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. JJ. And JJ says Michael Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Magic, Bird, Kobe, Hakeem, Duncan, Shaq, and Wilt. The thing about that is I agree with the players you have for the most part. I would put LeBron, MJ, Kobe, Kareem, Timmy, Bird, Magic, D Wade, Shaq, and Dirk Nowitzki, to be honest. I think a lot of people don't really appreciate how good Dirk Nowitzki was. Like, if you really think about someone that's lasted a long time dominating in this league, Dirk Nowitzki's in it, because that guy, man, he's been so consistent throughout his career. He's just been so consistent throughout his career. I know he hasn't won much. I think he has 1 MVP, 1 Finals MVP, and 1 championship. But Larry Bird, in my opinion, is definitely top 10. And then a lot of you guys also got mad when I was mentioning Dwayne Wade being top 10. I think the reason why I say D Wade is top 10 is just because when D Wade was young, he literally was like in terms of taking over like Michael Jordan. D Wade would literally take over games like Jordan. It was ridiculous. He would dunk on people. He would make clutch shots. Being so young, 22 years old. I remember he hit a game winner on Baron Davis in the playoffs, and then the next year he went to the NBA Finals. I mean, he's definitely, in my opinion, top 10. Hey, when you think about Miami history, what do you think? When you think about the history of the Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade is obviously, yeah, I agree, Lewis. D Wade is underrated. Hey Steve, you should submit a vid on First Take. Yeah, a lot of people were telling me to submit a video on First Take to debate with Stephen A. Smith. The thing about that is I'd probably get kicked off the show because I would probably embarrass him with the LeBron versus MJ. Because literally, I know there's arguments for Jordan being the best ever because if you think about it, he obviously did things that no one will probably ever do. But when you look at it, LeBron's positives outweigh Jordan's positives. So in terms of that, there's just no refuting it. Wade was the best player in the league at one point. Dude was crazy good in his... Yeah, JJ, I agree. D Wade was elite in his prime. Cryptic said D Wade top 10 all time is debatable. I'll give him 11 or 12. Yeah, man, Melo is my favorite. The best player ever. The crazy thing about Melo is, I don't know if you guys saw this video, but I was mentioning and I was saying, Carmelo actually could have been one of the top 10 players ever. If you think about it, he came and he won the Syracuse national title. He has 3 Olympic gold medals, and if he would have got drafted to the Detroit Pistons, he would have had at least 1 or 2 championships by now. And for him to average 25, 6, and 3 for his career, to have 2 to 3 championships, 3 Olympic gold medals, probably 2 or 3 Finals MVPs, Carmelo definitely could have been one of the best ever. And it's just so freaking sad that they didn't build around him, man. So much potential. This is why I get frustrated when players get drafted to really bad organizations. So Kobe's really lucky he got traded from Charlotte when he got drafted. I'm trying to read everyone's comment. Curry is much better than LeBron and MJ. Yeah, okay. Do you think the Knicks should trade Melo for someone? No. The thing about Brandon Ingram, I think he's going to be a bust. I've seen him play. I don't know if he's just nervous or what, but it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, man. If Melo went to the Bulls, he would have had... I doubt it. It would have been the same scenario right now with Melo going to the Bulls. I mean... It literally would have been the same thing. Yeah, Jimmy Butler was there, but Jimmy Butler was much younger then, and even then he wouldn't have developed into the player he is now because he would have had less minutes, less time touching the ball and things like that. I doubt they would have beat the Miami Heat, to be honest. I mean, I highly doubt it. But then again, that was when LeBron went to Cleveland, so maybe. You never know. My teacher put Tim Hardaway in the morning over D Wade when it comes to who had more progress with the Miami Heat. Okay, I may be bugging, but I thought Tim Hardaway, or maybe I'm mixing it up with Penny Hardaway, played with Orlando. But either way, Dwayne Wade is the best Miami Heat. He's the face of that franchise, and he most likely always will be, just like Kobe and Magic for Los Angeles and things like that. Do you think Melo is the best player offensively? I think Melo, in terms of skill, is still one of the best scorers in the game. However, I will say, there are more efficient scorers at this point. For example, Kevin Durant's more efficient in terms of scoring. As much as I hate to admit it, Stephen Curry is. LeBron's more efficient. But that's just efficiency. In terms of overall scoring ability, there's no doubt about it. Carmelo is still one of the best scorers in the league. But in terms of efficiency, I think some players are more efficient than Melo. Finals predictions, either Cavs versus Spurs or Cavs versus Warriors. It all depends on how the Warriors turn out. Okay, you guys are going really fast now. You guys need to chill with the Knicks sucking, Golden State Warriors not making the finals, and Ingram being a bust. Give them at least 30. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I kind of, we get too hype when it comes to, these... We get too hype when things come. Like, for example, if Melo were to come and drop 45 tomorrow... Oh, well, they play on Friday. If Melo would have... Yeah, tomorrow. Melo would have came and dropped 45 tomorrow, I would get so freaking hyped. You know what I mean? That's just the way our minds work. But Golden State will win the championship this year. Amos, yeah. Amos, you're just such. You know what? I salute you for supporting your team because I do the same with the Knicks and the Nets. I just have one question for you, Amos. Were you there with the Warriors before they became title contenders? Paul George over Melo. I disagree with that. Spurs versus Cavs. I can agree with that. Facts, JJ. People so crazy after one game. You just said as much as I hate to say it. What's up, Steve? Rest in peace, your hairline. Hey, what's up, Ronaldo? And yeah, man, my hairline is definitely going to rest in peace because you know what the crazy thing about it is? It's like I don't mind messing up my hairline or anything like that because there was one time in the summer of 2015 there was this girl that I used to work at like a food market, right? And one of my coworkers, right, we were talking, so I was trying to look fly the next day for work for her. So I bought myself one of those professional barber races or whatever, quote unquote professional. The shit was like $30. And so I'm going and I cut my hair, but my dumbass, you know how you put the attachment on the clipper? I put it on level 1 and I meant to put level 2. So by the time I did the back of my head, I did the back first, and I looked in the mirror and it looked like, and don't take this wrong, but when people have cancer and they have to shave your head, like that's what my head looked like. So I had to shave my head, and then I had to go to work the next day in a do-rag trying to talk to this girl. It was pretty embarrassing. Top 5 in the league: LBJ, Kawhi, Westbrook, KD, Curry. You know what? I don't know, man, because to be honest, like I think Melo is still top 5. Like if you guys saw the Cavs versus Knicks, Melo came out. He shot like 6 of 9 in the first half, and then questionable coaching decisions, and he put him on the bench for like 6 minutes straight, and he got stiff, man. Like you guys know, like if you play sports and you sit down too long for a second, you'll get real stiff. Evan Andrews says, "Yo, what's up, Steve? What up, my man? If Courtney Lee and Noah played well, they could have almost beat the Cavs." I don't think. You know what? I think it would have had to have been Carmelo Anthony that would have had to have a better second half in order for us to win. It doesn't matter how good the role players were playing. When you play a team against like to the level of Cleveland, you need your superstar to excel. You know what I'm saying? So Melo would have had to drop at least 40 for us to even have a chance to win because freaking Channing Frye came out there. He was hitting ridiculous shots. Kyrie Irving was throwing up ridiculous layups. It was Kevin Love dropped 20. It was crazy. What's up, Crispy? Loophole. Someone said you got a LeBron hairline. He got it fixed. So true that. True that. Top 10 in each position for 2016-17. Okay. Instead of top 10, I'll say top 3. For point guards, I don't know if you want it in any particular order. I'll just do it in no order. Top 3 point guards right now. CP3, Russell Westbrook, and Stephen Curry. A lot of you guys get mad at me for saying Kyrie's not top 3. I just think he needs to improve in terms of playmaking and things like that. Shooting guard, James Harden, Klay Thompson, and that's just tough, man. I know I'm forgetting someone. D-Wade, maybe. I still think D-Wade's still not top 10, but in terms of shooting guards, I still think he's up there. Small forwards: LeBron, Melo, and Kawhi, and Paul George is right. Oh, wait a minute, LeBron, KD. Yeah, I'm bugging. LeBron, KD, and Melo. Power forwards: Anthony Davis dropping 50, 19, 7, 4, and 3. Man, that was ridiculous, dude. Anthony Davis. I don't know, man. Power forwards are questionable. What if the Mavericks beat OKC down 3-1 and KD went to the Mavericks instead of Golden State? Just hypothetical, not like Mavericks can get. Well, to be honest, if KD and Dirk were on the same team, I don't think that would work because now the way Dallas plays is like they play at a half court set now because Dirk is in his latter years of his prime. Well, I think he's out of his prime, but the crazy thing is he's out of his prime, but he's still averaging like 18, 19, which is ridiculous. But then again, KD, he's not really a good half-court set player. What seed will Knicks get this year or next year? Do you think they will win a ring? A few months ago, I predicted Melo and the Knicks would win a ring in 2018. I'm starting to doubt it just because the way Cleveland's playing, I really think they might three-peat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read every single comment. What seed will Knicks get? I think the Knicks anywhere from being realistically and not trying to be like funny, anywhere from 2 to the 4, maybe 5 seed, depending on how Toronto placed and Chicago. Because I don't think Indiana and Boston. I think they're really overrated. Indiana and Boston. A lot of people are saying Boston's like the second best team in the East just because they got Al Horford. I mean, come on, man. This dude is he's so freaking he's good, but he's not like he used to be. He was way better when he played with Joe Johnson when Joe Johnson was a superstar back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember that. Warriors are going to the finals. It's just one game chill. That is true, but again, if Kawhi can average at least 25, 5 and 5, and do what he does defensively, I don't know about that, man, because this dude he was elite. Paul George and Leonard are both better than Melo. I disagree with that. Kristaps or Ingram? Kristaps. I think Ingram's going to be a bust. My top 10. Jerry West, Hakeem the Dream, D-Wade, Timmy, Shaq, LBJ. What? Alright, Kobe, Wilt, Kareem, and I'm guessing number 1 is MJ since I didn't see a number 1. I will tell you this. I like that you have Jerry West there. I love that you have the logo there. Hakeem the Dream, really underrated. He's a great player. I like how you have D-Wade there. I don't think there's 5 players better than LeBron, to be honest. Who do you think is better, Kyrie or Chris Paul? Chris Paul, because again, Chris Paul is he's just a pure floor general. He can pass, he can play defense, he can take over offensively. That's something Kyrie is lacking: defense and playmaking. What if the Mavericks? Okay, I read that. Spurs to the championship. Facts. Probably that'll probably happen. To be honest. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. These comments are just. I'm just trying to read every comment. Okay, my top 5 point guards in the league: Russell Westbrook, Curry, CP3, Dame Dollar, and Jimmy. What's your top 3 at every position? Alright. CP3, Curry, Westbrook. 2 guards: Klay Thompson, D-Wade, James Harden. Small forwards: LeBron, KD, and Melo. Power forwards: Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, and Dirk Nowitzki. Centers: DeMarcus Cousins. Centers are hard, man. DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Love, and the funny thing is I'm probably forgetting someone. Like Draymond Green should probably be up there. I think he's a power forward. I'm probably forgetting. MJ or Bird? To be honest, if I were starting a team, I would go with Larry Bird, just because he brings more to the table than MJ. But if I were going for longevity, I would go for Michael Jordan, no doubt about it. You think the Bulls going to be a playoff contender? No doubt about it. With D-Wade, Rondo, they're going to struggle in terms of shooting and spacing, but they should be good, man. They should be a good team. My top 10. Anthony Bennett was a bust. What shoes do I get? I have $150. You can get Kyrie's. I was going to recommend getting Melos, but Melos are like $180. A lot of people don't like wearing Melos unless you're from New York. I don't know if you're from New York, but with $150 you can get some clean Kyries, or you could just get some NMDs or whatever. I love how the Warriors got I love that too. Okay, hold on, guys, hold on. These comments are just refreshing so freaking fast. If you could mix up any teams, any players on any team with any, okay, who would you go where? Okay, so pretty much, I think you're asking for my fantasy team. If you're asking for modern day, it would be Chris Paul, D-Wade, LeBron, Melo, and Bosh. Curry's 3. Ew. But he can't. Okay, Curry and KD's are L's. Yeah, KD's, I never liked them. They look like bowling shoes to me. Curry's are actually good to play ball in. I'm not going to lie. I have a pair of Under Armour. They're not Curry's, but I was going to get the, what are they called? I think the Fruity Pebble Curry's. I may be wrong about the name, but they were like some crazy yellow, green, and red Curry's I was going to get like a year or two ago back. Kyrie does have shoes. Yes, he does. My top 10, I read that. KD's are nice, y'all. No, I think KD's look like bowling shoes. All right, JJ says Boston can can be the second seed though. They already were tied for the third seed last year, and he fits perfectly in their offense. It's not like he's a superstar, but he's a perfect fit. Yeah, I definitely agree. The only thing about Boston is they're going to struggle offensively. They're going to be great defensively. I mean, they got Jay Crowder, they got Marcus Smart, and they have Avery Bradley. Those are three of top 20 defenders in the NBA. And Al Horford's a good defender as well. Offensively, only one that can really dominate on the offensive end is Isaiah Thomas. But even then, Isaiah Thomas, he's been shown, he's proved to not be able to be consistent when it matters in the playoffs. And I don't think he can put up, for example, if the Celtics were to match up with the Indiana Pacers, there's no way in hell Isaiah Thomas can keep up with Paul George in terms of scoring. You know what I'm saying? If Isaiah Thomas matches up with the Chicago Bulls, there's no way in hell he's going to keep up with even D. Wade out of his prime. Or Jimmy Butler. And if they play the Knicks, there's no way he's going to keep up with Melo, and there's no way he's going to keep up with Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love. There's just no way. Okay, my top 10 busts, Kwame Brown. Okay, guys, hold on. Okay, what did this? Okay, OMG, I'm starting to question your basketball knowledge. What did I say? What did I say that made you question my knowledge? Do you think the Pistons might make the 8th seed again? 10 times Charlotte, okay, or Bel Air 5s. If you talk about Jordans, I'm not really a big Jordan fan, but I will say the Bel Airs are sick. I have Melos. Yeah, I actually ball in All-Star M11s. Yeah, I am a sneakerhead. Not as much as I used to be, though. I used to really, the only sneakers I really like I'm not really a big Jordan guy. Only sneakers I really like to get into are LeBrons and Melos, to be honest. But I'm actually watching Cash Nasty, seeing some of these Jordans like the OVO, I think the OVO 12s. I may be wrong about that. Don't roast me. But I saw the OVO 12s and they're freaking elite, dude. I'm actually thinking about copying me a pair of those. I played in Gym Red 12s today. Why do people sleep on John Wall? The reason why people sleep on John Wall is because he's very inconsistent, especially in the playoffs, and he cannot shoot the basketball. That's why. In today's game, if you're a guard, you need to be able to shoot. It's not like it was. That's crazy how fast the game has changed. Like, for example, Rajon Rondo 5 years ago was a top 3-point guard in the NBA for a long time, from around 2008 to around 2011-12, he was a top 3-point guard, right? But now that the game's all about shooting, he's pretty much irrelevant. It's crazy. Steve, I want to meet you in real life because we both live in New York. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a meet and greet with my subscribers. Not for a while, though, because, we're still a really small channel. But when we start getting up there, I'll definitely do a meet and greet in places and travel and things like that. My goal for this channel is to not just stick with the type of videos I'm doing now. I want to do in real life videos, like going to basketball games in real life and doing it like that, and doing some funny vlogs and things like that in terms of basketball and challenges and stuff. The only way I would recommend getting Currys is if you're gonna wear them to hoop in, but I would never walk around in Currys, to be honest. Okay, guys, I'm trying to scroll through the comments. Uncle Drew, stop. Hey, Steve, just got here. Hey, what's up, Shadow? Melo not over Kawhi anymore, or Paul George. Gotta lose the bias part of his basketball talk. That's why I question it. But I said that because of the power forwards and centers. The thing about it is to me, power forwards are hard. Because to me, in terms of the way I look at it, the way I judge a player it's completely different from the way someone else judges a player. And I don't try to be politically correct. I just like to speak my mind. For example, the way I judge a player is I look at value. What does the player bring to the floor? What can the player do to help the team win? And that's why I sit there and say, Melo's better than a lot of these players that people think he's not better than, Hey, what up, DG? So cool. Go to the NBA, Brian Scalabrine, Kwame Brown. Yeah, Kwame Brown. How do you think Dwight Howard is going? I think it was a good fit for Dwight Howard to leave, because Dwight Howard he's the type of player that he can't play with another dominant scorer. He's the type of player that needs to play with a good point guard, which is why he did so well with Jameer Nelson back in the day. Now my roommate. Oh, hey, what's up, Michael? Now my roommate is out, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, he be tripping, dude. I almost had to come at him the other day, dude. He be bugging with some of the things he does, but I try to stay cool, you know. I'm a good person, man. I try to stay cool. You can suck. Okay, whoa. You can suck my nuts if you disagree. I question Uncle Drew. You're my homie, but I question that statement. LeBron, Kobe, and LeBron are okay. You guys are like spamming comments, man. Kobe 140-point finals game. LeBron 5 easily can be 6 if you add his game 7. The thing about it is points. The thing is yeah, scoring is important. Like for example, Michael Jordan is a great scorer, but you also have to look at how many times a player is shooting. For example, that year Michael Jordan was averaging 37, he was shooting 28 times per game. So imagine Melo shooting 10 more times per game in 2013, or imagine LeBron in 2009 shooting 10 more times. They were both average over 40. You know what I mean? So you have to look at it from a broader standpoint. LeBron carried a trash team to the finals in 07. Kobe couldn't. That is true, but at the same time, Uncle Drew, and you know I'm a big LeBron fan, you also have to look at the fact that during that period, D. Wade was injured that year, so he didn't have to go through Wade. All he really had to go through were the Detroit Pistons. And then on top of that, Kobe played in the Western Conference, and at that time, the West was just freaking elite. Meadows getting offense, not so good on defense. You got to remember this. Oh, geez, dude. Kobe is still top 10 though, no doubt, but didn't compare him to LeBron. Not even. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. LeBron, I've been saying that for a while now. LeBron is just so far ahead of everyone. Hey, what's up, Sloth? LeBron is just so far ahead of everyone that, to be honest, is no one that could be able to. Who is your favorite retired? My favorite. Oh, geez, I'm trying to read these and they just keep refreshing. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm trying to read the comments, but they keep refreshing. Isaiah and Hartford can score, guys. We all know who's going to win MVP. Paul George. I highly doubt that. Isaiah Thomas, yeah, he can, but he's not consistent with it. Carmelo versus Kobe one-on-one. Who you got? That's tough. I would have to. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I think in terms of one-on-ones, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and Kobe Bryant would be the best players ever in terms of one-on-ones. In terms of who would win between those three, I do not know. I think Kobe and Melo could beat Kevin Durant, but in terms of Kobe versus Melo, I don't know about that, man. I mean, in terms of one-on-one, Melo's strong, but I don't know, man. Instead of you putting 2K17 in the background, you should put a clip of you playing basketball. Yeah, people actually recommended that. The only thing about that is I wouldn't want to turn me playing basketball into like, oh, I have to get footage, I have to go play, and I'm only playing to get, you know what I mean? I don't want to make it so I'm not having fun playing basketball. Maybe you guys would want to do that. Would you guys want to see that? Like me, using me putting clips of me playing basketball instead of 2K17. Isaiah averaged as much as... Yeah, I understand Hoban. He can score, but at the same time is when it matters, he's not going to be able to compete with the real greats of the game, which are your LeBrons, your Melos, your KDs, your Currys, your Westbrooks, your Hardens. And I even put Paul George up there because in terms of being clutch, Paul George is elite. Yeah, I think LeBron is already better than Michael Jordan, Jason. Okay, guys. OVOs are the OVO 12s are elite. Melo not over Kawhi anymore. I think Melo is better than Kawhi Leonard, to be honest, man. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down through some of these comments. Kobe versus Melo in 2009 Western Conference Finals is pretty good indicating to know who was better one-on-one. LO, that battle was insane. The thing about watching a one-on-one, one-on-ones are so different than an actual Michael. I'll probably live stream for probably 5, 10, maybe a few more minutes, probably 10 to 20 more minutes. The thing about one-on-ones are a one-on playing battling a player in a game is so different from playing someone one-on-one, because like, you know, you don't dribble as much, you don't have help defense. You know, literally, you just get the ball, you probably jab step, dribble once, pull back, and pull it. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of that, it's way different. Again, it's also going to come down who's making the most shots, because even Kobe said Melo and T-Mac were the hardest players for him to guard. Melo's extremely strong. Kobe said he's the strongest player he ever had to go up against. So in terms of that, we all know Melo's a bull. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't know, man. That would be tough, man. Kobe is the best one-on-one player of all time. The reason why I don't have Jordan on there in terms of one-on-one players is because Jordan's not a great shooter, like Melo and Kobe and KD. Or so. The reason why I can't use NBA footage is because me using NBA footage, I would get copyright strikes on the channel, and that would not be good, because you know I would have to appeal them and all this other crap. When I first started, I was using NBA footage, but literally every video would get flagged, and it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. And you know, I had an opportunity to partner with the NBA, but they offered me they offered me something so disrespectful. They said they would take 80% of my profit, and I would only be able to keep 20% if I were to use, you know, their footage. That's so disrespectful, dude. Like, who would take that offer? You know, and yeah, I can do like what Corzemba does and what all these other YouTubers are doing, but then again, I don't want to be like them. You know, I think those type of videos are boring. You know, I'm not trying to sound like I'm hating or anything. It's just, you know, I like to keep it real. I think those type of videos are boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's doing them. They're all played out. So that's why I'm taking this different approach. Yeah, JJ, I know. I was just explaining that for like people that don't know. Trust me, JJ. I know you know what you're talking about, man. I can tell by the comments that you put that you know what you're talking about. Big teams bully them like little kids. True. I think the Clippers will make the Western Conference Finals. I know it's just one game, but no one was stopping LA down low. So with Blake and DJ, the thing about that is it's all about seeding. You know, you could be. Again, when OKC and Los Angeles played a few years ago, I mean, not OKC, San Antonio and Los Angeles played, there was two of the top teams in the West. One got eliminated before they even made it to the semifinals in the first round, which is ridiculous, you know? So, yeah, there's that. Kwame Brown is a bona fide scrum. Damian Lillard for MVP this year? I disagree. I don't think Damian Lillard's going to win MVP. It's either going to be LeBron or Kawhi, just from what I'm seeing so far. I know it's only one game in, but again, man, there's going to be the top two. San Antonio's going to be probably second seed in the West. Who do you like better, Melo? The crazy thing is before Melo came to the Knicks, like I respected him, but I didn't really know much about him because again, he played in the West and he played in Denver, so I was young back then. So I couldn't stay up till 1 o'clock watching basketball. So really all I could watch was LeBron, because he was on TV all the time, and the New York Knicks. So I kind of liked LeBron more growing up, but now I kind of like Melo more, but I still think LeBron's the best player in the world. Of all time, actually. I can see that, but the Clippers are the Clippers. So Kwame Brown, yep. Okay, these comments, man, I'm sorry, they're kind of confusing to read. The GOAT Braun handed the keys over to Kyrie for the season. No, if you noticed, the Cavaliers did, when LeBron was off the bench, that's when the New York Knicks came back and they were within 2. And that was with Kyrie still on the floor. And there's a reason for that, because Kyrie is a ball stopper. Once he gets the ball, it stays in his hand. He's a great player, but he needs to develop his playmaking. And he'll take that next step into being an NBA superstar. But when LeBron came on the floor, that's when the Cavaliers started to dominate. And just because all of the attention and the playmaking and the passing that LeBron has. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch you later, Ronaldo. Imagine if Golden State meets OKC in the playoffs this year. That's if OKC makes the playoffs. But yeah, that would be pretty epic. And imagine OKC beat them. That would be one of the best sports stories ever. And Russell Westbrook would be a hero in Oklahoma City forever. Damian Lillard is overrated. I think he's better than Steph Curry. I don't know about that. He's not better than Curry. And Anyway, I agree. Kyrie can't win games for the Cavs. Cavs wouldn't even be a playoff team without LeBron. But I mean, stats-wise, Kyrie's gonna get the stats, and the Cavs. Yep, that's a fact. Cavs will no doubt. Can LeBron? I think if LeBron slows down on the shooting and he averages around 23, I definitely think he can average a triple-double. If anyone's capable of it, it's definitely LeBron James. D Rose for most improved. That would be funny. An MVP going from top tier to most improved. Kyrie is way better than Curry. No, he's not. He's a great player, but he's not. He's not better than Curry, man. And that's coming from someone that's not even that big of a Stephen Curry fan. You know what I'm saying? But I actually want to. What's the score right now? I do have League Pass, but I do want to know what's the score right now at Chicago. Is the game over? I know it's on TNT. Okay, so it's the end of the third, 79-73. Chicago is up by 6. It's about to be the fourth quarter. That's going to be an epic game. That's going to be epic, man. Kyrie isn't even in his prime yet. So, yeah, that is true. Kyrie's still not in his prime. I'm excited. All right, so Atlanta beat Washington. I would love to see how Dwight Howard played. That should be interesting. Would you guys want me to, instead of live stream, would you guys rather me live stream on YouTube or live stream on Twitch? Like, the thing about Twitch is with Twitch, I would have to I would have to be playing a video game. Like, for example, soon I'm going to be live streaming with just a face cam. You know what I mean? Starting tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be doing just a face cam. But with Twitch, I can do a face cam, but I also would have to play a video game at the same time. So I would have to be playing like 2K at the same time. You know what I mean? So whatever you guys prefer, again, I would do it the way you guys want. But the thing about, I think YouTube is easier because, I could just straight look at the thing. Like right now, I can see your comments perfect and it's right away. And I don't have to worry about, stupid ads popping up for you guys and all this other crap. Dwight had 17 rebounds. No way. So a lot of you guys are saying YouTube and a lot of you guys are saying Twitch. You guys want to see me? Okay, so how about this? We'll do this. You guys love the YouTube. We'll do this. I'll start live streaming. I'm going to live stream these type of live streams with like my face cam and things like that on here. But maybe I'll do 2K live stream. Like you guys, a lot of you guys were asking me to do 2K videos, which, I really don't like the game. The game is garbage, in my opinion. But I will tell you this. If you guys want, I will live stream 2K. Instead of doing videos, I think live streaming it would be way easier. That's crazy, dude. This dude had 19 rebounds, really? I would love... Okay, so what did he have? 11 and 19? Dwight Howard, 11. Damn, bro. 11, 19, and 2 with 3 blocks and 1 steal. Damn. And Paul Millsap had 28 and 28, 7, and 6. Jeez, dude. Damn, that's elite, man. Howard had 16 rebounds in the first. You see, that's what sucks, man. Like, the thing about League Pass is, like, I can't split screen, so I can't watch numerous games at the same time. Yeah, YouTube is easier, to be honest. That's why I kind of like doing YouTube, live streaming on YouTube better. Actually, the game is about to start. I'm about to put that on and watch it with you guys if you guys want to watch it. It's on TNT, though. So I'm going to have to watch it on my laptop, which sucks. But there's not a problem. Wade with 14 points, happy. Yeah, I'm happy for Dwight too, man. He's such a great player. I've been saying, he's still in his prime, man. The only thing is just like he needs to play with a good point guard. He can't have a dominant scorer on his team. He needs to be the number one option. You can split screen. You can watch 4 games. Yeah, JJ, I know, but the thing is like it's on TNT, so there's like you can't watch when a game's broadcasted nationally, like on TNT or ESPN. You can't watch it through League Pass. You can only watch games that are not national on League Pass. So I'd have to go through my TNT, and on the Xbox and PS4, there's no TNT app, which sucks. So I'd have to watch it on my laptop. And and I can't do the split screen on the Xbox One or PS4. I'd have to do that on my laptop as well. The thing about that is like I would love to be able to play Call of Duty, GTA, and all these other games because like I'm a hardcore gamer. I used to do gaming on YouTube, right? By the way, I do have both consoles. I used to do gaming on YouTube for 3 years, every day, right? But the thing is like this it's basketball, you know. So who wants to watch me killing zombies while talking about basketball? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys would like that. So that's why I stick 2K. But if you guys did if you guys do want me to play more games, I definitely would. I definitely would be able to play different games because I would be way happier playing different games. What is Zach LaVine's potential? I think Zach LaVine is. I think Zach LaVine is. He's gonna be a solid role player, probably like a Richard Hamilton. He's gonna do some good things in this league, last a long time, but I highly doubt he'll be a superstar. I would personally think it's dope. Alright guys, I'm probably going to end the live stream. You know, again, I'm still testing. I haven't bought a 2K game since 2K13. You know, I'm going to end the live stream here. Steven, you should stream while playing with us in 2K. That would be dope. That is a good idea. I will do that. But I'm going to end the live stream, guys. You know, this is just a test. You know, again, tomorrow I'm gonna be live streaming again around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing a face cam tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I thank you guys for all your support, even just sitting here and listening to me talk. And I can't even talk sometimes. Listening to me talk about nothing really is ridiculous. So thank you guys. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.